Pantherswap keeps pushing, guys. I know we've had our troubles. We had some hiccups along the way. The price has been down. But the development continues. The videos will continue. Pantherswap is still alive. Panthers are still strong. And what we're looking at right now is a vote on the direction of the future of Pantherswap. Which way do we want Pantherswap to go? We have two choices right now. Those choices would be one, choice A is in general a continuance of the roadmap, a continuance of what we're doing right now. And then we have on the other side, we have plan B, which is kind of a rewrite and a new direction. I'm going to get into what the two directions are, what my opinion on it is, where my vote is going to go. Make sure you guys comment and you talk about what you guys want, because if we have a choice, then we should be discussing it and we should be looking at all of our options and seeing what may or may not work. So that's where we're at right now. Let me get into the choices of what we're going to do here, or what could happen with Panther. So on side A, we have the continuance of what we're already doing, pushing the roadmap even further. The PATC would be one of the new things that should be coming out soon, which is something I've been looking forward to. Implementing the buyback and burn mechanism with the PATC. Allow PATC holders to earn Panther and vice versa if you want to stake the Panther in jungles to earn PATC. That's not on this, but that's on the roadmap. And to remove the auto liquidity function of Panther. Reduce the transfer tax of Panther to 2 or 3%. All transfer tax of Panther will be burned. So that's actually different. Plan A does diverge from the normal path in that last section where it says remove auto liquidity function of Panther. Now I actually agree with that. I think we have the liquidity and we don't need to add liquidity anymore through the transfer tax. But they also say they want to reduce the transfer tax of Panther to 2 or 3%, and the transfer tax of Panther will be burned. So I don't really agree with reducing the transfer tax, because everybody who's in the project right now has already paid their share of the 5%. So if we reduce the fees now, everybody who gets into the game later has a benefit over us, and we're the early investors. It's like having a buy-in at a poker table, and then halfway through the night, you just let people in for a half price. That's not fair to the people in the table already. So if they were to reduce the transfer tax, they should be airdropping us the difference of the taxes we paid on our investments at 5%. So I don't like the reduction of the transfer tax. Now I want to know your guys' opinions, what you think about that as well, because I know a lot of people do want the transfer tax reduced. Now the last part where it says the transfer tax of Panther will be burned, I do like that. Right now, we just switched it. We're burning more than we're adding liquidity. And what this would do is there would be no more adding liquidity with transfer tax, and we would be only burning. That I think is a good thing. What I don't like about plan A, I like everything about plan A. I like sticking with the plan that we already have, sticking with the roadmap. What I don't like about plan A is that now if we want to stick with the plan, reducing the transfer tax is a part of that. So they kind of just stuck that in there when that's not the existing tokenomics. So realize that and see if you guys are okay with that. I would vote for plan A, but I'm not okay with the reduction of the transfer tax. That's my opinion. Other people could have their own opinions. Okay, so now we have side B. Side B is a much greater change to the platform, a completely new direction. Side A is basically keeping Panther the way it is, besides reducing that transfer tax and burning all of the tax. So what is on side B? Side B would initiate a capped supply of Panther, so there would be no more unlimited Panther. Every holder of Panther would have to swap their token to X Panther. All the farms would need to be migrated. X Panther would charge a 4% transfer fee. 2% would go back to the farms. 1% would be allocated as the trading rewards for Panther traders, and 1% would be burned. To me, Plan B makes no sense. Having a new token called X Panther, I don't think that's going to help anybody. I'm not sure anybody wants X Panther. Name is way worse. You're going to have to transfer everything. What would happen to Panther at that point? You'd have to migrate your farms again, which I'm sure they would have a tax-free migration, but it would only be for a limited time period, so you'd have to be able to make that time period. And then they would still have the 4% transfer fees on X Panther. 2% goes back to the farms. I'm not really feeling Plan B at all. I kind of feel like this vote is like they have Plan B. I'm just speculating here. This is my personal speculation, and I only just now read about this, so I would also have to have more time to think about it. Okay, first of all, let me tell you, I would vote for Plan A. If I had to pick between Plan A and Plan B, I would vote for Plan A. If I had my choice, my perfect choice, I would vote for Plan A and keep the transfer tax at 5%. That would be, for me, perfect. Plan A, keep transfer tax at 5%. Everything else, we can go ahead with Plan A. Now, I kind of feel like Plan B is so bad. I don't know if it's bad or good. Like, I can't tell the future. But when I compare the two plans, Plan B, it seems so bad to me compared to A, that it's almost like a false choice, that it's meant to make us vote for A and be happy with that, and also stick that reduction of the transfer tax in there and maybe hope nobody notices. Because if they had a vote for just the reduction of transfer tax, I don't think it would pass. All right, so that's kind of my opinion on this. To reiterate, I would vote for Plan A with no reduction of transfer tax. I'm looking forward to the PATC. I think the PATC is going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to that a lot. So I would like that to be the next thing that gets developed on Pantherswap. Now let's get into this a little bit further. Here they had the vote on Telegram, and you can see Plan A is dominating Plan B. 68% of people voted for Plan A, and 32% of people voted for Plan B. And I got 2,445 votes. Now my guess is people are voting for Plan B because the price of Panther is going down. People are getting worried, etc., etc. So they're kind of desperate for any kind of drastic change. I don't know. Maybe they thought about it. Maybe they just like Plan B more. Personally, I like Plan A with no reduction of transfer tax. Now let's go to the Pantherswap website where you can go to the DAO proposals. So if you go to Pantherswap, I had it up, but you go to more and you go to voting. Now it's not on here, so maybe they haven't put it up yet. So I'm not sure what that vote is, to be honest. That vote is, I guess, just a community gauge. Like, they want to know where the people in the community are, because it's not on the official DAO proposals, but that really doesn't matter all that much. Like, these are like community driven. I can make a proposal. You can make a proposal if you meet the requirements. And so what this seems more like is the team themselves have two paths that they've been thinking about, and they're putting it up to us to vote. I don't think if we vote one or the way or the other, that means that's going to happen. I think they're just gauging the community's reaction to the two plans and trying to give us some sort of choice between the two, which is much appreciated. But it's not on this DAO, and I just wanted to let you guys know that. I don't think that really means too much. But you can see this other plan to reduce emission block to 50. I would probably vote for that as well. Either way, guys, this is kind of what we're looking at for the future of Panther as of right now. at least when it comes to our voice and our vote. I would highly recommend people to vote, to go get your voice heard, to look over this and think about every single piece of it. And if you like plan A or plan B, but you don't like certain parts of it, then I would make sure your voice is heard. Make sure you go on the Telegram, you go on the social media, and you say, hey, I like plan A, but I don't want PATC, hypothetically. Or I like plan B, but I don't want the 4% transfer fees if we do plan B. So that's on you guys to voice your opinion and make sure that that gets heard, so that Panther is developed in a community way. Other than that, guys, I'm going to keep making Pantherswap content. I'm going to keep hosting the giveaways, keep hosting the charity initiatives. Because of the falling price of Panther, I might have to only do one of those per week. I was doing charity and giveaways every single week. But if the referrals that I'm getting reduce so much in price, I can't fund both of those things. So I'd ask you guys to please click my referral link. The more referrals I can get, the more I can keep doing both of those once per week. Or if the price of Panther goes up and the referrals that I am getting increase in value, then I can go back to doing both giveaways and charities once a week. But as it stands right now, I'm going to have to do charity one week, giveaway the next week, charity one week, giveaway the next week. So that's my plan. Even if the price doesn't go up, if I can double my referrals, then we can go back to doing them both at the same time. So I'm going to have all the links down there. I appreciate you guys. Stay strong, Panthers. And we're going to make it through this. I appreciate all you guys.